That makes sense to some extent.
It can make some sense, and it's going to be like double Sentinel ideas for both of our teams, but Chamber Vises, that's wild.
Yeah, I do love that our two best teams are not boring. Because we've seen in Americas that 2 times the Sen has come up, it seems switching back to default. And here we are with double Senti, which I still think are the strongest comps on this map. Same in tree.
That's the first stun primed just by the hold on. Baby Bay is out in front. That'll be the first. A Paranoia to stall out G2 into tree, but Baby Bay and the rest of the G2 are on a warpath. Bang tucks himself back into sight, but he goes down. G2 bucks themselves into the site.
And now it's double Senti in the post plant. Thorn's gonna come up. John QT trying to get ahead of it.
Ooh, he slipped out. You wouldn't expect him to be here already, but the drop is made. Nice shot. It's Valen with 3.
Revealing area.
That can't feel good either. Oh my word. Baby Bay starts and closes the round.
Helping out, adding on leadership, adding on ideas.
Flash into tree now, comboed with the dart. Will be traded away. This is another one of those slow rounds that you'd expect from Valen, even on the anti-eco. Oh dear. Narrate catching the one and peeking in for a little bit more. G2 will be down in numbers for the post.
It's a 3v4 post plant, but there's still danger to this round. Guns picked up.
It's a bit awkward too. G2 have split up and put 2 players in main again. Valen creeping around up in heaven. That's one. Has to fall away. That Paranoia will be the exit path he needs. The smoke on his shoulder. Now ready for players to drop by now. A quick scope on one. And backs on away. Playing into the time game now, even as the shots get a little bit messier. Sentinels just don't have the clock to play with. Don't have the time at all. But some good damage here in the second round.
They lose a couple guns. That's good damage Sen can be happy about.
You're going to need ideas on a round like this. Fight into mid. Zekin creeping down, his first of the game. As soon as it falls down, you see both players going back into Boathouse.
Narrate and John backside together.
Ooh. Zekin's going to want that back. Now without pressure of a quick rotate through spawn, it will just be the side anchors. John and Narrate in opposite ends, opposite corners. 1-for-1 might not be enough, and it won't. G2 have the site.
Plant comes down. Paranoia for Bang. That's the best hope to make this retake still work.
Bang's going quickly. Still has a Paranoia, but he wants to take the fight first. He's out in front of things, and his teammate isn't there to trade off immediately. G2 take the bonus. Because of their utility, here comes the drone over from Tiles. First of all, Zekin seen. Now the trap play is burned, and it's just not anything. Jogamo is here for 2 quick kills. The rest of the team flooding in, and by the way, Baby Bay is now in market through B. So add insult to injury, because this round is wraps.
Hold on, Chris. Baby Bay is 5-0 this map. He's owning on the entries.
And is the headbang through a wall?
Yeah. Casual jaw 4K to boot.
A clone primed. There's an Omen ult faked out in backside as well, but John is ready for it. He's waiting and now buys himself some time with the cage. G2 trade out, shock darts back and forth, but still John is alive in backside. There's pressure in from market. And John forced back down onto a classic, but it's Baby Bay without a team. And it's G2 without a sight. Teleport away once that's primed. Here it comes, nice out of Baby Bay. Hardly any time to react, but Hunter's Fury unable to reply with anything. Zelsis creeping forward, completely unexpected. That's the bait at work.
Jaws in spawn, Christie swinging
Jaws waiting for it. Not at all. John QT, rather Narrate to find a few. So now this spike in the middle of the map. G2 scattered to the wind.
Valen TP's through the wall and opens up this A site, but Zelsis, a chance to take a tiny, wins it. And now the ult in a 2v2.
What a shot, but it's down to 20 seconds. Zelsis has the ultimate to try and pluck someone away from the site. It's being baited out, now he's holding on to it.
10 seconds
he can use that to enter into the site. Become a human drone and trade 1-for-1 if this fight doesn't come to him first. The ult goes wide. Trent, hiding. Waiting for his moment, takes the high fight first. And takes the second! Trent in a Red Bull clutch!
And they only show the Vice. Now the Sova drone scene, Sen will start to get suspicious.
Baby Bay already posted up! And waiting. Again successful with these openers.
But the Deadlock Util is still up on A. Probably another 15 seconds on that wall. Oh, little sooner. Falls now, and G2 understood that timing perfectly.
Really selling this fake with the clone and another behind, but Narrate getting that kill into mid has made things a little bit uncomfortable. Now he's out in the open. He's been caught out in the open a few times.
Look at Baby. He's running into spawn. They have a split through market, and John QT is super isolated here.
Jaw is just intrigued. G2 are running the map against Sentinels. John, with a stinger in hand, do we really think he can do it? Can't even find the one.
Fake Yoru TP into the smoke mid.
Celsius. Need to be a right click with the classic. Nice flash. In for a shot, dips on away. And now the second wave to follow. Paranoia in. Jogamo trailing. Inching his way through the site. G2 are really taking their time. Even with 20 seconds on the clock, let's let Bang be an issue. But not for much longer than that. 10 seconds is all G2 will need.
No one else in a position to deny. The last two members of Sentinels race in. They do such a good job of taking a tiny bit of the map with just one piece of utility. You saw the fight in Tree Room there. All they had was a single Yoru flash, Baby Bay swung, they got the opener. And then they maintain their entire bank of utility to actually just overwhelm Bang as the site anchor. They're always very conservative with how they're using that util, making sure they have something in the bank for that last second hit.
Well, Zekken being on the other side of the map with the op. But Bang can stall out for a long time. A Paranoia back on Jenny. On top of all this utility, we're gonna have to call in the Hunter's Fury if G2 want to get into the site. There's the first. Bang's still alive, trying to dance around. He's teleporting in place. That is not going to work. Lurk on the other side of the map as well. A constant pressure point into Sentinels.
It's already going to be a save call. No way you can risk losing the operator.
We effectively played like 50 seconds of the round, and neither team had any info on the other team, right? Apart from a few pieces of utility. And G2 go for that snap play, and it's beautiful.
And that's one of the drawbacks with Zekken picking up the operator.
Someone to maybe step forward. Celsius, shotgun inside of the smoke, gets the first. No one else is looking at him. He has control of main. And if Jogamo is able to sign something, G2 might be right back in it. Into the back of side, behind Dice. Bang gets his shot down to 10 seconds on the clock. And Sentinels are starting to crumble. Zekken is in here.
Dart online.
There's the first. John QT has found his mark, and now pressure goes onto the spike. G2, they can't sit around underneath hell, and John QT is raining up from above them. Sentinels get their second. When the SEN fans are the ones getting out-yelled at. Baby Bay's brought some of the crew, and he will note that there is a teleport right next to him. Oh my word. Well, Jogamo says hello. A little friendly bump on the shoulder. But now it's time to lay the red carpet down into the B site. John QT won the first round from back here, was strong. 4 Sentinels, but so much pressure. I mean, the flashes, the darts, it's just all up in his eyes.
Spike planted.
We'll have to call from the grave. G2 made the right adjustments, but now Narrate at the front. The spear for Sentinels.
He's walled off. Trapped in main. It's a 2v2 on
look
site.
at Narrate go. He is on a warpath, and Trent down under. It'll be a one-on-one. Celsius doesn't grab him. How does that miss? And he's got to get on the spike. Sees the player coming. Jonah P will take it through. Here's John once again. And a Hunter's Fury to try and stop G2 from getting any space into the site. Nice tags.
Jonah's going to do well to apply a little pressure here. Keep 3 players towards B.
Really trying to sell a B split. But no one is buying that. Good work. Zekken and Celsius putting to sleep 2 members of G2. Time is running out. G2 need to act on this. That stun shouldn't be an issue, but it will be if Jonah P falls down.
That's the spike!
Hold on, why was the spike going for the fight? There's nothing doing. Celsius takes 3. That'll stop any quick flood out of tree.
G2 might want to turn this into a flank, though. You see Jogamo push all the way down. Trent somehow catches the fadeaway on Zekken.
He's been excellent in this series. Sentinels down in numbers, have to get through 2 walls.
Spike planted.
Fight on the flank could be make or break.
Yes, it will. Jogamo Celsius. But Celsius down low. That Paranoia on the side. G2 are winning every single fight on both sides, and now Sentinels without any territory anywhere. Might actually have spotted out Baby Bay. But will it make a difference? Doesn't seem to be the case. We're just jumping down on him, flattening Bang, and the rest of Sen's hopes in this map.
when you're playing into double senti, the worst way it can go is when you're all retaking through one choke point and you're getting censored, there's cipher trips, there's all this stuff you have to break through.
Yeah.
Sticks around on the reload.
Nice paranoia, but shot the clone, and now caught on the reload is a disaster hold up. We walked into this with one sheriff, and it's now a 5v3%.
And remember when I was talking about the post plant with double senti? That's where we are now.
With the judge too jumping out of heaven, it's ugly. You don't want to see that.
This was not even a forced buy.
Aegis and smokes to cycle into heaven. Trent could just be the hero. Trying to bring it back, that's 3. Sentinels over eager. And Trent willing to shut them down.
No, that's the optimal way to play an anti-eco, actually. Yes, lose all your players, have Trent pretty much 1v4.
We're not even getting the pie. Baby Bay creeps up, but
Oh.
I mean, he did hit Zekin. Unfortunately for him, outlaw moment.
Yeah, nice entries out of SEN. Zekin manages to shut down both there, and now Jonah creeping up gets a kill. And then we're back into a 3-on-3.
Plenty to stall out G2 on the approach, but Jonah P's taking the long way round. Wow.
That he is. Zekin's holding it, though. And he'll deal with the situation.
Zekin figured it out faster than I did.
Just a bit more aware. Paranoia used, but there's a sensor to counter that out. And time is ticking. Valen now alone, trying to make it back in, but they've got it shut down. Sentinels, wasn't the round you would have thought they'd win, but make it happen with the rifles.
It's a bit strange right now from SEN. Spike still left back towards spawn, doubling up and clearing out wine. They saw Baby Bay in that spot before, so Jaw being there, no real surprise.
That just deletes him on the jiggle. Baby Bay shut down as well.
I mean, the game is simple if you are winning the extremity fights versus Chamber and Yoru.
Valen.
Oh dear, this could be bad. Valen starts to line him up, that's 2. Finally traded, but now the distraction as Trent falls out of bullets. Percent chance, I mean absolute 0 that we're ready for it.
All good.
And we weren't. Second, just walking through this. That is wild on the anti-eco. I don't condone that on the anti-eco. They could stall long enough for Jonah P to rotate over with an ultimate. Hold on, double tele. What is happening? Valen just matches Bang's teleport. That was sick. The paranoia to stall out as well. Sentinels aren't going anywhere.
Through the smoke. SEN is gone. 2 players left. The round is cooked.
It was a fall on eco, and look at spawn right now. Spike is trying to sprint away. It's actually being held for. Narrate could have an opportunity to make a mad dash of things over into B. It'll be a 1v1 on the site.
Him versus Trent. But Trent's gonna beat him there. Only a sheriff in hand.
And 15 seconds left on the clock. Pinged out, but he takes the fight too early. Rushing
10
things
seconds left.
has given B to Narrate.
And now it's a 3-on-2 retake. Only 1 gun recovered for the side of G2.
The first shot's not quite
Last
connecting.
player standing.
And now with John falling. It all rests on Narrate's shoulders. Map point is handed freely to G2 on the eco. Okay, Zekin taking his time. He couldn't find the right teleport, so ate up actually quite a bit of the clock. And now the Hunter's Fury sees the player up in the corner. Narrate trying to track off of the teleport and will secure Valen again. That's twice this game.
And that's the smoke's gone. This is a very good call from Sentinels.
That net doesn't catch Baby Bay though. He could try and get out in front of it. Tagged up, grabbed up. Sentinels actually just winning out on the B site, but it means that the rotates have come through. Spike was actually tossed over the Vise wall on A. And Sentinels control this side of the map. The whole time, by the way. There's a Yoru back in spawn.
Trent's about to face him.
Trent does take him down.
Use all your ultimates and send us to Lotus.
Well, the thing is, I think it's just going to be the next round because Sentinels just used all of their ults in this one, right? Hunter's Fury, Dimensional Drift.
So both ults gone. It's still a 5-on-5, but not a lot of map control for SEN.
Not even a lick of damage for G2. Trent on the other side of this wall. And the flash doesn't hit him. Trent is here for everything. 2 for him and Jogamo to trade. The map on the line now. It's Bang and John QT. Pressure in. smokes for Chaos. But into Chaos, Giacomo thrives. G2 will send us to Lotus.
Absolutely clinical map for G2. Perfect attack side called beautifully by Valen. And it took a moment, but a cleanup on the defense as well.